Hi there everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to talk to you about Casio, which I posted this up on Instagram the other day, and I was quite surprised by the reaction that I got. Yeah, there's a lot of people. I had some messages asking what it was and where it came from. And I think this could be the coolest Casio that you've probably never heard of. For the price point, I don't know how they do it. So we'll get some general specs done. You have a quick look at that dial. As long as I can stop the light from shining directly into it, at least you'll get a good look at it. This is the Casio MTD-1079D. Now we're all familiar with the Casio Duro with the fish on the dial, and there's a few people have made some comments sort of asking if it was akin to that. Well, in some ways yes, and in other ways no. We've got a case size of 44mm and a case thickness of 14mm, so it's a fairly tall watch, and lug to lug between the two most extreme points is 51mm. But the bracelet, as you can see, does drop down exactly at the ends of those, so it doesn't get any longer than that. There's no hanging over the mid-link. The lug width is 22mm. Construction is all 316L stainless steel. The finishing is mainly high polish sides, high polish crown, high polish bezel, and a little transition onto some brushing on the top of the lugs, and a little bit of an angle which has been worked into the top of the lugs, which is actually quite a nice finish. Brushing down the outer links of the bracelet and high polished center links. Personally, not a massive fan of the high polished center links, but you know, it's okay. The links, they're folded, as you can see. No pin and collar system in this. 2 micro adjusts, so not a lot of room for manoeuvring there. Casio stamped into the clasp, just a pressed clasp, as you can see. Functional, does the job. On the case back, just some kind of radial brushing, and the various information on there. Stainless steel, water resistant to 10 bar, so 100 meters, so unlike the Duro, which is 200 meters. And the model number there, the MTD-1079. Does not have a screw down crown, so it's freely rotating. And the crown is actually, if I have a criticism about this watch, it is actually quite small. It's set almost flush with those crown guards, so it is actually quite difficult to get at. As far as the dial, the indices, we have a double batten at 12 o'clock, single batten at 6, 3 and the 9, and you got that crosshair through the centre, which I think is actually pretty good. The hands, which are high polish stainless steel with a little bit of shape to them, and loom filled at the ends, a kind of a Seiko-esque arrow for the hour hand, and partially skeletonized. You got your date window at 3 o'clock, or day and date I should say, which is framed in white. Back markers round the outside for your minute track, and 24-hour around the rehort. The no applied indices on this either. That's all. It's all printed. But one kind of cool thing about this, or several kind of cool things about this, it's mineral crystal, but it is domed, slightly domed. So you do, if I can get that into focus, you get some really cool distortion going on at various angles. I don't know if you can see that, but I actually really like that. I prefer that to a flat crystal. on the rest of the dial, and the second hand got that nice red tip on there, so it's nice and easy to see. So legibility wise, it is a very, very easy watch to see. The bezel action is 120 click unidirectional. It's quite loud, I guess, but it is actually, it feels quite smooth. And even though it's not a coin edge bezel, it's got these strange cutouts in here. It is actually very easy to grip. And also, yeah, that is 10, no back play. No back play, very little anyway. There's a little bit of bounce when you go from one into the next, but generally speaking, for a watch of this price point, it is really, really good. Nice solid feel to it. Weight wise, the watch weighs in, I've removed 2 links to fit my 7 3/4 inch wrist, and it weighs in at 154 grams. There is, this does actually have a party trick. It does have Loom, but I'm not even going to bother showing you the Loom because it's pretty poor. It's your usual Casio Loom. I mean, it works for about 5 minutes. The hands seem to be nice and bright to start with. They fade out very quickly. Obviously, the indices disappear quickly first. There is a Loom pip at the 12 o'clock position, but that also disappears quite quickly. But as you can see, this is an illuminator, so it actually has a little bit of a party trick up its sleeve. And if I can find my light switch, we will get into that. Here we go. Hopefully I found the right button, and you're going to love this. This is what I think makes this seriously cool. And there we go. I don't know if you can see, there is a little bit of Loom showing on there, which is quite surprising. But then you push this little button at the top. How cool is that? And it stays on for about 3 seconds. I'll give you another look at that. And I think that you know, a feature like that on a watch is absolutely fantastic. I mean, the fact that they've put Loom on there at all just seems to me to be a little bit of a bonus. I actually quite like the fact that it seems to be a little bit of an underdog. Sorry, it's you know, not many people seem to have heard of it or seen it before. You know, like I said, I had a few comments on Instagram that said, you know, what is it? You know, where'd you get it from? So I thought, well, yeah, normally I like to wait a little while before I post up a video of a new watch. I'm just going to give that crystal a little bit of a wipe because it's got my thumbprints all over it, and it is annoying me. There we go. But I thought, no, I'm gonna get this one up. Is there anything that I don't like about it? Don't particularly like the strap, but this, you know, it is stainless steel and it is fine. It does the job. It's not a hair puller. Adjusting the links because they're folded is actually a little bit of a fiddle and a little bit of a faff. But once it's done, it's okay. But of course, you've also got the option to drop that strap out, and I think this thing would look fantastic on a NATO strap. I mean, you don't have to spend a fortune on NATOs. It probably look pretty cool on a rubber strap, leather strap, you know, pretty much anything with the colourway that this is. This is the only colourway that I think that they do this in. I've not seen any others, unlike the Duro, where they do kind of a range of colours now. But the price point of this, certainly in the UK, is $59.99 of your finest British pounds, which I think is absolutely incredible value. I mean, it's obviously a quartz movement, and I think the stated accuracy is plus or minus 20 seconds a month, which is, yeah, pretty much standard for any quartz timepiece. So yeah, there we go. This is, I think, possibly the coolest Casio that you've probably never heard of, and it is well worth every penny that I paid for it. I'm actually really impressed by it. Everything seems to be, it's good build quality. Yes, yeah, nicely well made, nicely put together, and all that for less than the price of a tank of fuel. The model number again, it's the Casio MTD-1079D. Do I recommend you get one? Yes, I do. Would I get it rather than a Duro? Well, obviously I did. For some reason over here in the UK, the Duros seem to be more expensive than they are everywhere else on the planet, which I don't understand. Even second hand, I've seen some of them go for kind of £80. This is a fine alternative. No, it doesn't have a screw down crown. No, it's not 200 meters water resistant. But you know, I think 100 meters water resistance is absolutely fine. It's plenty, and you get that cool backlight as well. Okay, well there we go. That again, as I said, that's a Casio. I think you probably never heard of. I might be wrong. If I am wrong, stick a comment in the comments down below. If you like this video, if you could give me a like, that would be fantastic. And if you want to see some more content, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to bash that notification bell so you get notified when I upload some more content. Okay, well, thanks for watching, and take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers for now.